Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Final Fantasy XVI. Last time we left off, we made it here to Tabor, and there appears to be some quests that we have to do here. One of the bounties I need to do is south of Tabor, and another one of the bounties I need to do is in the fields of Carava or whatever, right? So, I think we're just going to continue going ahead with the story right now. And then, once we open this new area down here, then we can kind of explore it and find some other stuff.
Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
Uh-huh.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
I will attempt.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
I'm not a hitman.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Sounds like a good idea. I need to go to the fields of Carava anyway. This is exactly the kind of quest I was hoping to get.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava.
That's exactly what I want to hear.
Await your safe and, above all, triumphant return.
Because getting to the fields of Carava the other way takes a little bit longer, so if it's going to send me this way anyway, I might as well just go this path. Prioritizing the quest seems so pointless. It really does, because I mean, there's just not a lot of opportunities when you would need to prioritize something. I guess if you have like 6 quests at a time, you would want to prioritize certain ones, but yeah, I just have not run into that circumstance much. Okay, I was like, where were you? You're up there. So we gotta get, up these stairs.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Alright, hello.
You there! The strapping lad with the sword.
Oh yes, I love the young people.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Sure.
Climb the stairs and...
I was about to say, we're just climbing stairs.
Memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Huh. You know, I mean, it's not the rarest thing in the world, to have two quests at the same time where I have to find some steelas. Some steelas, but, because that's very, very much what these are. They just don't call them that in this. I'm doing the same exact thing. I did the same exact thing today in Tears of the Kingdom. You know, it's not the rarest thing, it's just weird that it happened twice on the same day, you know? Except in Tears of the Kingdom I had to take a picture of them. Hi, Steela. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. Okay.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Yeah.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
Nor do I, dearie. In all my long years.
Oh yeah, we've heard their conversation before. Sorry, you're just talking about the same thing you were talking about earlier.
These stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes.
Alright, so let's head over here, and it said the two domed areas, so we're just gonna loop right back around to our wizened old friend. Alright. More history lesson, Clive. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
So they were nomads that specifically settled? Is what I'm wondering. Wanderers on plains. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Yep, that's exactly what it is. They changed from hunter-gatherers to farmers. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Not gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Yeah, it's a tale as old as time, it is.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh no, I didn't know you were going to be asking me about directions. Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor.
Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. When you started saying south, I was like, wait, I had to remember which direction each one was. But it seems like it gives me two obviously wrong answers and one correct answer, so that's easier.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Voyagers of the Ashen Ocean, Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
I mean, that does make a lot of sense, because they are specifically tanners. They do a lot of tanning here, so it makes sense that they have a nomadic history set in hunting-gathering culture, so... Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, yeah.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers.
Oh. I thought they were all the same group of people.
No wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Oh, I am very, very happy to help out with an history lesson, old timer. I do love my history. Did double major in it. Alright. Goblin coin. Good, good, good. So, yeah, for the next thing... Oh, I wish I could just jump down. For the next thing... Yeah, now we just gotta leave.
Careful how you pack that leather.
No creases or scratches. We know, we know. I got really stinky making that leather, I did. Covered in tallow, I am.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Oh, gonna go on my battle vest. I got the Phoenix down. Now I can revive.
Members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Alright, Jill, if you turn to stone, I got you. Well, it's not a soft.
We'll talk about this later.
It's not a soft, so it's not gonna work. But if you die a horrible death...
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
I don't know. Cyril seemed fine. You know? A little quiet, but, well-spoken and such.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
Okay. More Knights of the Undying. Cool. Gilded Path. Alright, so this will get me back to the fields of Carava. This is probably where that one thing I need to do is, right here. Alright, so we have a few things to take care of really quickly.
Are you sure this is the right way, bro?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, positive. Positive, actually. I'm so good at directions, you don't even know. Don't even know, Joshua. We've been separated for many years. Alright, desert roses. There nothing of interest here? Oh no, this is them. Okay, so yeah, these were the ones I had to fight in the fields of Carava. It was specifically you that I had to go south of Tabor for. The pack. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you all to, pack it in. You know?
You're on my side, Tabor.
Uh-huh, well that was interesting. Somebody hit me. Do it. Warned ya. Uh-huh. Let's get some healing in here, too. Uh-huh. And boom, boom, boom. Whoop. Ooh, firing my laser. There we go. Whoop. Potion. Thank you. I still gotta take them at least a little bit seriously. They're only level 33, but they're still a wee bit scary when all of them attack at once with that thing. Uh-huh. Dang. That's what I wanted to grab. Impulse. And hit him with an upheaval. Like in a lot of games, it seems like the battles where there's multiple enemies to fight are actually some of the more difficult ones, just because you have more things actually hitting you and targeting you. Alright. There we are. Okay, you got me from behind, but that's fine. And bang. There we go. Just knock them back as soon as they try to do their thrill of the hunt thing on me. And you're done. Easy. Notorious Mark slain. Good, good. Very happy.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
They should not have. Torgal's a sick badass.
Good girl.
Alright, let's just go make sure there's nothing they were guarding up here, right? If there's not, then yeah, I'm just gonna head to the fields of Carava. So let's go head down that way. I have to slay a Dread Avis. And then yeah, there's still the final bounty that I have to do. But we'll hold off on that one for now. I still would like more weapon upgrades if possible. Or at the very least more levels before I try to tackle that. So more defense is probably what I mostly need, just because I don't want the damn thing to one-hit me. Oh hey, foot pads. Hey, how we doing? Oh my god, wait! I can attack with Ambrosia? I didn't know I could attack with Ambrosia. What? It doesn't list that as an option over there, but I guess I've never tried pressing the button. I can fight with Ambrosia. Oh my god, alright, that's like, seems to be your only attack. But cool nonetheless. Alright, Ambrosia. Okay. Ow. Come here, you. Bang. Bye-bye. What'd you drop for me? 11 pensions of magic dash. Cool. Alright. Yeah, you can attack with ambrosia. My god. I mean, it doesn't really do much, but it's kind of cool to pop into the fight with an attack like that. That's kind of neat. So, cool, cool, cool. Do not want to fight that War Panther if I can help it. No one's Chocobo looks as cool as mine. Nobody's. Not even yours, Joshua. You should have a red Chocobo. Because the Phoenix and all that. Hey, nerd!
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Okay, go ahead and hit you with one of those. Ooh, you got broken very, very quickly, friend. Giga Flare! Damage, 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 damage. Boom. Oh my god, damage. I blocked a projectile, unfortunately, so that did not work. Impulse. There we go. Break you, pull you down. You're super dead, friends. Oh, that thing got obliterated. You poor thing, you. Avis skin and a dragon talon. Thick scaled skin of an Avis claimed by some to be as old as the mountain themselves, though it's most likely seen a decade or two.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Yeah, well, imagine how bad, once again, Tabor probably smells. Tabor probably doesn't smell too great. Probably don't smell too great. Alright, so we got this to turn in, and then we're done with Tabor. Tabor was a pretty small town. Not a ton of quests or anything going on here. Money.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
Enjoy. It's very cut up, but...
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. Yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
I mean, if you come to the hideaway, you can just ask me to do small tasks like this for you, just like everybody else does. And then you can say it's for the good of the hideaway. God, look at that money. I do think I was killing stuff way too often at the beginning of the game, because I just got like... One, I was probably way too overleveled, and two, I had way too much money. The economy is like fucked in this. You just get so rich.
This is no time to ride.
But balancing the economy in a game where some people might skip the side quests and some people might do the side quests is always a tall order. So,
come on.
Unless you do like level scaling, which I think generally most people agree just isn't fun. Level scaling's a thing. Alright, so let's continue down this way. Orcs?
Then let us be rid of them.
Oh my god. That door got thrown! You tried. And get you. Ready? Bang, 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 bang. Easy. Good. Royal Mastiff. That would mean that's a Waloot Mastiff, yeah. I mean, we already know the Walooters are working with the Orcs, but yeah, I mean, it's just funny that they are actually giving them dogs to work with too. Because I imagine Royal Mastiff means, I mean, the Walooters are called the Royalists, right? So it would certainly make sense. Poor Mastiffs, they're always the angry, mean dogs in games. But Mastiffs are big cuties. As are most puppies. Fortunately, if they're trained for war, you know, they're gonna do whatever they're told. Alright, so... over here... Hi. Okay, you have a... whatchamacallem up here that I'm gonna go ahead and take out. Mesmerizer. There we are. You're dead. Go ahead and get the punish on you too. And boom, boom. Let's go ahead and do a down thrust, you know, mix it up a little bit. If I was doing the arcade missions, I would have to actually mix up my abilities like that to get a good score. The arcade mode definitely seems like it leans more into the Devil May Cry formula. With you having to maximize points and not using the same abilities too much. Alright. Continue down here. Don't really feel the need to fight these plants. Quite frankly, I don't feel the need to do a lot of these things, especially since that's blocked off. I just thought I would come down here to make sure I'm not missing a chest or anything. There's an item right there. Can I swipe it like this? I sure can. 3 sharp fangs. Bye-bye. I got more story to do. See ya. Ooh, and another waypoint. Gilded Path Obelisk. This might open me up some new side quests. Since we have a fast travel back here now.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
So are we actually going in here now? Because this might be where I have my fight with Tharm. Okay, no, it's not making me go in yet. Good. So I can go clean up a few more side quests. But that is very much the next, like, big story beat. So I gotta go take care of these side quests and stuff. Alright. Like I said, more side quests popped up. So we can go take care of this at Boklad. Maybe we can take care of that S-rank bounty we have to do.
Cards at the gate are right, old man.
Hello, Eloise.
We're going to do this. We'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable.
Sorry, I should have let you finish there, Theo.
It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Ass kicking.
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Yeah, sure.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
I will try. No
Find a
promises.
village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Cool. Alright, so we just gotta go clear monsters out from a town. That doesn't seem like it's gonna be too bad. And you said it was near Lateney's Cleft. Aha, this place. This place. Now the question is, how do I really get down there? Oh, gotta go take this path. Yeah, because I was... yeah, we've tried to go down... I saw that when we were coming over to this area. To Baklad. But, I didn't know how to get down there, and I think this path was kind of blocked off when we were doing that. Wee-wee. Alright, let's go. Dracos Deep. Goblin Mugger. Are you the beasts that have moved in? Possibly. Alright. We can look in here. There's nothing over here but like a little item. So it seems to be the case. This looks like a beautiful little area. They even have like a nice little oasis down here. Yeah, and that just leads back to this place. Oh my god, look at their beautiful little oasis. Shit, this is a nice place.
This must have been a nice place once.
Yeah.
Will be again.
That's a lot of puppies. There's a whole lot of puppies. Alright, well, that's gonna be something to deal with. Let's see. And Kablamzo. God, all the whines and barks as they get juggled in the air. Art. That just makes me sound like a seal. So that was kind of what it sounded like, to be honest. Or puppies. I'm sorry. Alright, so... aerial burst. Here we go. New enemies approach. Okay, what now? Helldivers? Torgal. Get rid of them. Kablamzo. Uh-huh. Boom. God, the Helldivers are actually sort of tanky. Honestly, all the things here are sort of tanky. Uh-huh. Can't seem to hit that one. It was like right there, but couldn't find the sweet spot. There we are. Whoop. Wrong ability. Nothing beats a good old kick. Big ability points too. Hopefully some of these quests reward me with ability points.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Baklad.
Okay, but what's down here? Because this is a whole village. I imagine this is probably where a bounty is going to be at some point. There appears to be something down there. I'm not seeing any treasure chests or anything, but it seems like they like to have some of the bounties and marks. Well, marks, not bounties. And it seems like they like to have them in abandoned towns a lot. It's just a thing I've noticed. And just like dead-end areas that have nothing else going on in them. It's a very, very common thing for them to do. So if I can mark this place, Sergio's Thread, then that'll be good. Just opening it up on the map. Yeah, see, this totally leads to a bounty. It might even be a bounty that's active right now. I just haven't been back to actually see it. Sure, I'll beat you up really quickly. The plants are notoriously weak, so would not take very long, and will give me some easy AP. Which, as we've been over, I feel like I'm needing more and more these days. 24, not worth it. Never mind, won't be killing those when we see them anymore.
Come on.
Alright, so yeah, right down here. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a mark or a quest or something down here. Maybe after we finish this quest, this actually becomes a real town. And there'll be quests that'll pop up here or something. I'm not seeing a bounty down here right now, but we have seen before that sometimes, even if I don't look at the actual bounty board, the creatures do still spawn in. So there's a chance. It's happened before with like I think it was an Adamantoise, wasn't it? That happened with? Yeah, so nothing here. But we got an item. 3 desert roses. Alright, back to Boklad. Phew. And we can go hit this up. The Boklad Markets. Hey, Theo.
Something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Okay. She's doing some stuff she doesn't want you to see.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Yeah, have we ever told Eloise where our base is? So, yeah, she kind of has a point. I think, like, the next renown reward I needed was, like, 1,500 or maybe, like, 1,425, something like that. What's up, Theodore?
Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Alright. That is a quest done. And we know a little bit more about Theodore and Eloise now. So, back out to the world map. Lost Wing. Alright, heading over to Sanbreck. Taking a break in Sanbreck.
Taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Mm-hmm. Alright, is this gonna be an update with Quentin? Hello.
What you have to do.
I won't let you down.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Yeah?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
For great justice, too. Alright. Let's go move some people. Speak with the bearers in Bolton's Gales. Alright. Or Golton's Bales, not Bolton's Gales. I mixed the first letters up. Alrighty. Well, let's walk. Bow, bow, bow. Look at me just running through all of these crops, completely destroying the, like, little things that they have set up for them. the fences. This is a vineyard, right? So I guess it would be more like a trellis.
Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Of course I will. I definitely did not expect this to go off without a hitch, so... Not surprised at all there.
Live.
Alright.
Look.
We're here.
Don't tell me we're too late.
This is where we fought Atlas, right? Like right here? That's why I have this place discovered. Neato.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
It's a co-whirl. That's what I thought.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
Quentin, you're off here. You're out here marching off the war.
Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
You're out here marching to war in an apron. Don't you have some armor or something? There we go. That's what I wanted. Boom, boom. Bang, 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 bang. There we go. Alright, boom. Alright. It's pretty high, and we should be able to get a punch and the other thing out here. Alright, so... Bang! Just barely got the punch off. Uh-huh. Pull you down. Teleported me over there, I saw that. There we go. Once again, this poor thing is going down. And since this quest just opened, you can clearly see what level they expect me to be at, which is 33. So I'm quite over-leveled. But I'm still getting quests that are over-leveled for me too, so... Well, bounties, rather.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
Yeah, that thing was super weak for 3 dominants and a frost wolf.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You? You're alive?
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
They might have been one step ahead of you, Quentin. Oh no, you just mean an ether flood. When you said flooded, I thought you meant like they broke a dam or something on it.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it.
Quentin, you could have let me take him out first.
It's not going to last long in there.
Can we finish this quickly?
Luckily, they're not super strong. These are some pretty cool in-depth quests here. Or rather, they have more going on than, like, you know, some of the other quests. Some of the jokier ones that we've done. Ooh, okay. Can all of you line up, please? There we go. There we are. See, isn't that great? Just step right into the blender. Cool. Where now? All down here. Okay.
Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here!
God, I need to remember to use my stinger more when I have some of these other things on. Damn it, they got healed right at the last second there. We gotta go kill that mage as soon as I finish you. Stop that. Quit that right now. And... God, I really do love Impulse so much. Boom. God, look at that somersault that Torgal just did. What a badass. Alright, 102. Good.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
God, you just ran right in, friend. Just after we told you not to let their sacrifice be in vain. But emotions were running high, so...
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinton. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family.
No, what a wholesome end. That was a good one. I like that. It seems like a lot of people's character arcs are coming to an end here. Which makes sense.
My request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Where are they actually gonna live, though? Because... I mean, there's currently an ether flood in Lostwing, and I don't think those things just go away. So what, are they gonna live in Gulton's Bales, like right beside Lostwing? Is that just where they're gonna make the new city where they live? But then they're like right beside Akashic? Or do ether floods like disperse after a time? I don't think they do. Hangman's signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden built around the fallen ruin. One is apt to reveal its secrets as the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper. And reduce wicked wind cooldown and a meteorite. Thank you. Good on you, Quinton. Yeah, that was a cool quest. I like that one. I like that one a whole lot. So, we got one more. Over at Martha's Rest. Martha, are we gonna have like your final quest, quote unquote? Your end game here. your character arc completed, we are going in and talking to Martha. Alright, Martha, what's up? Hit me with the details.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Overcrowding problem. I mean, I imagine you already have people staying at the church that's nearby. Maybe you could do it by that little, like, fishing hut down there in the swamp.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
That's a good point.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
Hell yeah!
Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Okay. Rekindling the flame. I'm wondering if I should do this. I'm at an hour and 4 minutes on the recording. I'm wondering if I should do this now, or if it's going to be a longer quest like the Quentin one was.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
Thinking it's probably a longer one. We'll keep moving just a little bit forward.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure.
I can fire
I'll
lasers.
summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Alright. Off to Eastpool. Yeah, you just gotta walk through here, over here to get to it. I mean, it makes sense, the idea. It's a bunch of buildings already built, just, you know, over here empty. They just might need a little bit of maintenance and obviously clearing out the bandits. Hello. You gotta leave. Alright? No two ways about it. Let's just go ahead and get out of here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Leave this place or face the consequences.
Okay, where's that other healer? There you are. Come here, you little prick. Like healing, don't you? Well, heal that. Okay, I think we're good. No, you don't. You're not getting away that easy. Uh-huh. Now it's time for a big lad. Or that. Why do they have a flan? 2 scoops?
Doesn't matter. It goes to.
Why is its name 2 scoops? What are you, Raisin Bran? Oh my god, that was the wrong attack completely. I was trying to use my counter. Like that. 2 scoops. Raisin Bran or somebody on about ice cream. Okay, broke you. Good stuff. Uh-huh. Alright, go ahead and hit him with a Giga Flare. Not gonna have enough time for the extra damage wind up, but we can still drop it. There we are. Wow, I managed to parry that? What? Don't know how, but okay. Alright, and down you go. Now you're very, very much dead. 2 scoops. Such a funny name. Alrighty. Done. Bam, bam, bam.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Yay, we've restored Eastpool. That is a nice feeling. Sometime later. Yeah.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashic in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted.
Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
God, this is just the really, really wholesome quest episode.
Better get this well back in working order. If we're gonna live here, we'll need something to drink.
Alright, back to Martha. This is cool. Like, and I am wondering if this is kind of building up to the end here. Like, I'm wondering if maybe what's gonna happen is we're gonna fight Tharm and then absorb Odin, and then it's gonna kind of be time for our final confrontation with Ultima, possibly. But like I said, it does look like we're missing 3 more dominants on our, or 3 more icons on our icon wheel, so.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Hey, there we go. This might be a sort of long episode, but it's been quite a while since we've had a long episode of Final Fantasy, so it's, you know, it's good that we got one in here, so. Cool. That takes care of all the side quests too, so we'll probably go back to the hideaway, check on things there, and then we can move forward. Now that I think about it, we're probably not going to absorb Tharm here. We might fight, possibly, but we still have to go over here and destroy this crystal. So we probably have like at least 3 big story beats left, because I imagine this is one. Then we save mid, get the ship so we can go over here, work our way up to the crystal, destroy that, and then after beating Tharm and absorbing him, we probably have a battle with Ultima. Would be my guess. So. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.